Hello, my crafty DIYers. Okay, joining you this month for our watermelon themed tiered tray. So you will have two frame signs. You will have a little shelf sitter, tray sitter that says sweet with the watermelon. You will have this watermelon, and then you will have your garland, okay? And then to switch it up, instead of just plain twine, we're gonna do red and white twine. And then I'm also going to show you how to paint some beads, some wooden beads, so we can kind of make this as a little garland. So you'll get some beads and you'll get the watermelon, we'll attach it and we'll put it all together. So let's just review how to paint to give you some painting tips and tricks. We'll start with this sweet sign. So one little secret, I like to paint everything white most of the time as like a base coat. And then I come back and I paint things over it. However, this sign is going to be white background with the colored pieces overlay. So I'm going to get this piece painted. I'm going to paint all my other pieces. And then I am going to paint the paint color over. One thing I want you to notice about this particular project piece, this sweet watermelon sign, is that the holes are open. So what you're gonna wanna do is paint some black behind so that the black shows for the seeds. Unless you want white seeds, which I have seen watermelons with white seeds before, so that could work too, okay? Also, double the coats of paint usually for white, and you can paint by dabbing or paint by brushing it off. Just depends on what your level of comfort is. Remember, you're still going to want to see those lines, but as you can see, I'm not being too worried about them because those are just there to help you line up the word sweet. Let me show you what I mean about this. So I'm going to get a little bit of white paint on. Got a little paint heavy there. Dab it through. Okay, put my paint down, grab my green, and I'll come back and I'll do one coat of green, and then I'll come back and do a second coat of green, and it will be way vibrant. It'll be awesome. So this is how you're gonna paint all of your pieces. Not too heavy on the paint, but just get it dabbed in there and then keep going. So you'll repeat this process for all of your project pieces. All right, once all of your pieces are painted, I encourage you to lay everything out before you glue. So specifically this sign, you really want to make sure that your letters sweet get to where they need to be. Double check that you colored in the right spots for if you did black seeds, okay? And you'll see that once this is in the correct spot, okay, the S slides into place, but you got to have sweet in the right spot because you want to cover up those guidance lines. So I'm noticing that I need a little bit more black on the bottom of my seeds, so I'm going to fix that. And then I will glue down my sweet, and I will glue down the rest. So lay everything out, then glue your project. All right, to achieve the tag, look, I'm going to put a knot. Okay, make sure that the knot is large enough to hold your bead. And to make this easier, we're gonna just put a little bit of tape around the top. Now, I'm missing one of my deal beads. Okay, we'll figure this out as we go, friends. It's gotta be around here somewhere. So, we'll put our teal bead on. Okay, if it lets me. You never know. Okay, there we go. So you're gonna pull your bead through. Now, like I said, double check, make sure this knot is large enough to not allow your bead through. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. And then I am going to choose to knot in between, because it will just give it a little bit more length and it will just be a little bit different. So I'm gonna do a pattern, teal, white, watermelon color, teal, white, watermelon color. And so I'm just gonna repeat this process. Do a little knot, kind of keep them together, and do that with all 9 of my beads. Then I'll show you how I'm going to attach it to your watermelon. Okay, so I'm attaching with glue to the back, and then just because I'm going to pick this up and move it, I also covered it with tape. But if you just let it sit for a while, you should be good to go. But you know me and my lack of patience. So there's your fun watermelon. I will string up my garland. Slice of life, farm fresh, and sweet. So there is your watermelon tiered tray box, your 5 projects for this month. I hope you had the best time creating it. I had a great time creating it with you. We'll see you inside the group, and we'll see you on our page.